Red blasters on full.
What's up guys, Gripe here with another review, and today we're going to check out the Marvel Legends Copperhead figure, and this is part of the Red Onslaught Build-A-Figure Wave. And as always, we'll start off by checking out the packaging, and it's typical for your Marvel Legends. You've got the Build-A-Figure logo in the top left, you've got the Legend Series logo below that you've got the large window where you can see the figure and the Build-A-Figure part. Below that you've got the Wave logo for Captain America and Marvel, and below that you've got the Forces of Evil, which is Whirlwind and Copperhead. And you have a picture of Whirlwind on this side, and on the back you've got a big picture of the two of them. And on the top right you've got a quick write-up on the Forces of Evil, and you can pause it and read it if you'd like. And on the bottom you've got a picture of all the figures in the wave as well as a Build-A-Figure. And on the other side of the box you've got a picture of Copperhead. You've got the Cap Shield logo on top of the box, and on the bottom you've got absolutely nothing interesting. Alright, so let's crack it open and see what's inside, and it does come with the Build-A-Figure arm. This is the right arm for Red Onslaught. There's no accessories, so we'll check out the Sculpt and Paint on the figure itself. And I really think Hasbro did a great job on his head sculpt. It's surprisingly good. You can see all the facial features look really nice. Everything is sculpted and painted well. The eyes look great with the silver and the black underneath. I also really like how the snake hood came out. You can see this fang is a little messed up on the paint, but nothing major. And while they sculpted the teeth pretty well, they didn't quite cover them with paint, but you don't really notice it unless you get close. The eyes on the snake hood also came out really good. I also really like the texture that they used on that. Very nice scale texture. I think it came out pretty good. You can see there's just a little bit of paint splotched on the back here. They got some white paint right there. Nothing major, just a small spot. The arms look pretty good. The forearms are yellow plastic with purple paint over top. And you can see it was maybe one coat short. You can see in the crevices and the creases there that it just didn't quite cover the yellow. This one looks a little bit better, although it's still an issue in the deeper creases on it. And it's just that one light spot there where they didn't quite cover the purple, but otherwise it came out really good. I'm also a really big fan of the hands on this figure. I really like the sculpt on them and the positioning. It's much better than the usual just fist or loose hand that Marvel Legends has. And there's a really good amount of detail. You can see there's nice wrinkles and creases in the palm. And I really like the back here. You got those nice tendons and the wrinkles in the gloves. And all the paint on the torso came out really good. You can see those yellow eyes up top there look great. The white on here is also nice and crisp. And it did a good job of covering the purple, which is sometimes an issue in Marvel Legends. Now we'll check out the legs, and this guy's got some tree stumps. Look at how huge those things are. They're really thick. His ankles are super thick. He's got giant feet. Aside from that, the paint on it is actually really good. You can see the yellow on the bottom of the leg there. That's all nice and crisply done. There's really no issues whatsoever with that. You can see the purple peeking through here and there, but really nothing major. I do like the calf sculpt here on the back of the boots, but other than that, they're just plain yellow plastic. There's really not a whole lot to them. There's no tread or anything on the bottom, just peg holes. So now I'll check out the articulation on the figure, and you can move the head up a decent amount. He looks up about that far. He doesn't look down at all, only straight. You can see you can get him to move a bit, but it springs right back up. You can rotate the head completely around. There is no pivot on the neck. The arms do go up a good amount, though. You can see you can get those well over straight. And it's definitely more than any other character in this wave that I've reviewed so far, and you can see these nice big gaps around the socket that really allows him to get some extra movement. You can rotate the arm completely around. He has a bicep cut, double jointed elbows, and you can get a good bend on that, as you can see. And it does have your typical swivel and hinge wrist. You can rotate that completely around, and you do have a good amount of movement down as well as up, which is nice, and a bit more than I've seen on the other figures in this wave. He also has a pretty good diaphragm joint. Let me get the arm out of the way, and he bends backwards about that far. And let me move it again so you can see the forward bend here. You can really get a nice forward bend. You can have him practically doubled over, which is quite nice. And there's a bit of a gap around this joint, which I really don't mind since it allows you to get some really good range of motion, but you can see the light shining through there. And the waist does rotate completely, although I forgot to show you, but you can see a bit of a gap there as well. The hips are also really nice. You can get a pretty nice split on him. He's also got a good kick forward, but not as much as Whirlwind. You're getting about 90 degrees, maybe a little less on that, and the kick back you're only getting, say, 10 degrees or so. He does have an upper thigh cut. You can rotate that completely around. He's got double jointed knees. You can get a pretty good bend on that. You're a little over 90. He does have a boot cut. You can rotate that all the way around. You can see there's a bit of a gap there on both of these. He also has pretty good ankles. You can drop them down about 80 degrees or so, and they go up maybe around 40. And there is no rotation, but that is because he has a boot cut. And he does have really nice ankle rockers. You can see you can get about 90 degrees in either direction with those. So now check out the size and scale of the figure, and he is a tall figure. He stands at 6 3/4 inches tall, which is about 1/8 of an inch taller than Whirlwind. And here he is next to the Captain America figure from this wave on the right and the Infinite Series Mark 43 on the left. As you can see, he's not only taller than both the other figures, he is also way bigger. He is super built. I mean, he makes the Mark 43 look like an absolute pipsqueak. So overall, I have to say I actually like this figure a lot more than I thought I would. I really like the head sculpt and the hands on here. I think they're both great. He's also got pretty good articulation, and I like just how big and imposing the figure is. And while he doesn't come with any accessories, it's not a deal breaker by any means. I have to say he's probably my third favorite figure so far from this wave. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the review. Subscribe for more.